What's up, y'all? Sure, Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, y'all. New reaction. First time checking out Suicideboys. We knew nothing about them, but I saw them trending on YouTube. And I'm like, well, now this is an interesting duo here. American hip hop from New Orleans. And at first, I'm like, all right, just given the name of this group, I'm like, all right, something's going to be controversial about them for sure. So I had to do a little bit of research, because what I don't want to do is glorify suicide or anything that is highly questionable. Although we do highly questionable things ourselves, I guess. But I was reading through the comments, and actually they were very inspiring. There were a lot of fans who you could clearly tell this group helped them through difficult times. And that what they do is talk a lot about very controversial things in a way that is kind of meant for symbolism, if you will. And the thing is, right, if you actually look up about the group, it's pretty evident that they were struggling with a lot of issues themselves. Depression, substance abuse, including heroin, even the thoughts of suicide. So I think music has become an outlet for them, and they turn it into something that has become pretty big if you're going to be trending on YouTube.
Right. That was just my thought. I'm like, how come if they are not going to send that message about, suicide and all that, they must have been going through
this is
times.
not like an act, if you will, right, where they're trying to glorify something in order to get like, let's get controversy because it sells records. This is a form of expression for them, and they use that as a symbolism to be able to talk about things that they're fighting with, if you will. So that's tough, man. If you're going through all that kind of stuff, supposedly they come out the other side of that from what I'm reading right now. So that's good to hear. Because if you're on a rise up, especially in the music industry, you don't want to have the temptation of drugs or alcohol, that kind of stuff, because now it becomes so easy to get, you know what I'm saying? And that's where you're going to get your high from. It's, you got to beat that devil, if you will, and get it out, you know what I'm saying? So let's check this out. It's funny because I'm looking at the album cover and I'm like, I mean, they look like two cholos, but the whole look that they got going on looks like it's some sort of a Mexican band, but no, it's two dudes from Louisiana.
Just two of them?
Looks like it. You only need two to form the word boys.
Sure.
All right, let's check this out, yo. By the way, if you want to hear some wicked wild stories, you got to check out my channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show.
That's an upgrade. Dude, that hair is so
That was a lot of medication.
Another day working and wasting away the exact thing that I wanna buy. That's time. Yeah, I'm in that double up, falling the fuck about cooking up my friend low. Tell you strong enough for me, like grabbing alone, cause my daddy just hit a new low. Fuck. Everyday bad news, everyday cash rules. Fuck when I did this, when every day late. They fund that poetic shit, got the cold metal stick up to my brain, you didn't know it before me. Yeah, I just wanna run away, but all I ever do is run in place. The tears I cried, it could've iced my chain. And on the best days I can feel my
part about hell is not the flames, it's the hopelessness. And I think that is the part of hell that a person in depression really tastes. The hopelessness, like terrible hopelessness.
Whoa. That was deep. I feel like we only just got like part one of a song. You know, like it was just building. It's a really short song, like 2 and some minutes long. And the way it ends, almost like they're about to embark on some sort of adventure, journey, or task, and then it just ends right there. But then that quote in the end was like, so if you kind of piece it all together, right? You have first of all, the title of the song, right? So like not even ghosts are this empty. So that just kind of talks about like something that they're feeling that feels
hopelessness.
That yeah, there's a
That's
hopelessness.
the end of
and then
the
they had that
message.
whole quote that hell isn't like all this things that you think, like the brimstone, the fire, and the eternal pain. It's this sense of hopelessness that you're never going to be able to leave that. And the music video shot in it's very depressing. First of all, cinematically, it's a beautiful shot. Like it looks like it's straight from a movie. But they got up, right? Regular Joes. Then they put on the suits, and it's almost like they're going to work. Right? It's like, this is the persona that I've created. We are these.
That's why I think they're very relatable to their fans. Is, you know, pretty much that's their life. You think it's fun because they're famous and
they got the fancy cars, the rims,
fancy cars, the nice
big ass
house,
spinners, and
but
pretty
deep
much
inside
you can tell they're still they have
empty,
not fought their demons.
right?
Like, it's not being yet. It's still something that they are dealing with. Even though music as an outlet sounds like it's working amazingly well for them, but the thing is about depression, right? Like, and as someone who's like gone through it, and even dealing with family members who are struggle with mental health, you never beat it. You can only it's a persistent fight till the end, and it's only you dealing with it and be able to have it in control versus it controlling you. Those are your two options. And I'm not to say that in a way that just sounds like it's deep or even something that's unique to that kind of health problem, because there are a lot of health problems like diabetes, right? It's like you have to manage it, right? It either controls you and ruins your life, or you have to learn how to deal with it by eating better, sleeping better, all these things. And a lot of diseases are like that. And so just because you got all that fancy shit now, right, and you're looking like a cholo, at the end of the day, what's inside is still the kind of stuff you have to wake up to every day and have to fight every day. You cannot stop the fight. So it's just something so impactful about this, I'll tell you.
It's too fast, though, to be honest. I can't.
Oh, like, actually,
lyrics.
I'm just interpreting everything from the title, the visual, and the quote at the end. Everything in between, I didn't understand the effing word.
Oh, I thought it was just me, because I'm like, oh,
I mean, they could be rapping in any language, and I'm like, how many? There's that one band, who's on? It's the first of the month, and that guy's rapping like, and I'm like, what? It's so fast.
He sounded.
Okay, that did not sound like rap at all.